man. We wouldn't even call him a man, he's a little boy. Jeffrey's like the type of guy who makes fun of you for being on self-improvement. He brings other people down. He's the bottom of the bucket crab. He's the stereotypical loser who spends all day on his couch and his computer chair. He's a leech, and because of that, no one wants to be around him. The purpose of our self-improvement is to go from Jeffrey to Adonis. And I started at that Jeffrey level. I was jacking off multiple times a day. When you're 17 years old, a teenager going through puberty, and your dick doesn't work, you take things seriously. And so from age 17 to age 24, I focused on leveling up, and I definitely leveled up some of the wrong things. I pursued a life of pleasure and instant gratification. I went heavily into the party scene. But over time, I've become stronger and stronger, more disciplined, mentally and physically. Adonis. Adonis is the ultimate male that we love and respect. He's powerful, but he's kind-hearted. He's wealthy, but he's generous. He's successful, but humble. He's the man that we all aspire to be. If we become more like Adonis, our lives get better in every way. There are 5 principles to becoming more like Adonis. 5 values, 5 characteristics. If you can start to level these characteristics in your life, you will become more like Adonis. Principle number 1, discipline. We can forget about everything else. All of self-improvement, all of my videos, every other goal that you have in your mind can be forgotten if you do not have discipline. Discipline is the skill of doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. And it is so utterly important in this modern day. You cannot be like the average men who do the things that they feel like doing. That might have worked 200 years ago, but in the modern day, our feelings have been hooked by software developers and nutritionists. We get cravings for food that is bad for us. We get an itch that needs to be scratched by watching porn or going onto social media. They have made those products exactly like that for a reason. We can't rely on our feelings anymore. Discipline is like physical and mental strength. Going to the gym and lifting weights is one of the best ways to build discipline. The second principle of becoming more like Adonis is humility. And humility sounds kind of negative. It sounds like humiliation. We don't want to be humiliated. But humility is a beautiful thing. Humility is kind of like having a student mindset. It's knowing that you don't know that much. That's what keeps you ready to learn. It's what keeps you curious. It's what keeps you asking questions and wanting to learn something from every person that you meet. You need humility on your self-improvement journey. And there will be times when your ego and your pride blind you, where you've accomplished something and now you feel like you're at a level in which you don't need any more help or any more progress. And I've experienced that multiple times in my life. And those are the times where you will make no progress. You cannot stay comfortable. Comfort is the killer of man, and humility makes sure that you don't stay comfortable after a recent accomplishment. We're not done yet. The third principle is presence, and presence is priceless. Presence is like mindfulness. It's your ability to bring back a wandering mind. I am totally present right now. There are 0 thoughts in my mind. Every time I record a YouTube video, I enter a state of flow, and being in a state of flow has been consistently shown to be the happiest moments of our lives. That's where our brain turns off and that internal critic shuts up, finally. And you focus only entirely at the task at hand, and you get such a huge level of fulfillment for this. This is what athletes call being in the zone. And we want to experience this every single day if possible. Presence is what allows you to connect with people. It's those beautiful moments when you're having a conversation with someone and you're both just making fantastic eye contact. Presence is built through long-term meditation, and that's why meditation is so important. The fourth principle is gratitude. And gratitude is kind of like the scientific version of happiness. We all would like to be happy, but happiness is too wishy-washy. It's kind of whimsical. None of us really truly understand what it is, but gratitude is objective and it's scientific. It's a fact. Gratitude is seeing things in a positive light, especially bad things. Gratitude is what gives you power over adversity. When something bad happens to you, when you go through a traumatic situation, the people who end up getting post-traumatic growth instead of PTSD are the people who are grateful, are the people with the right mindset. Being grateful for that loud ass fucking band, bro. I'm grateful for the, shut the fuck up, bro. Being grateful not only makes you feel good, it makes you incredibly attractive to the people around you. We would all love to be around grateful people because none of us like to be around someone who complains and who's always negative. The fifth and final principle of becoming more like Adonis is leadership. If you've started to make great progress on the first 4 principles, it's time to become a leader. It's time to take that knowledge, that wisdom, and pass it on to the community around you. Take this wisdom of Adonis and save the men in your tribe. And this isn't some clever marketing technique of like, oh, share my videos, f my videos. This goes way bigger than YouTube. The men around you need this advice. And if you've gotten to the point where you've made great progress and you've filled your cup, it's time to start helping your boys fill theirs too. If you appreciate this advice, then scroll down right now and click on the subscribe button. Do the hard work,